Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel for those of you who have been here before, and for anyone new coming across this video for the first time, thank you, welcome. My name is the Mature Exotical Lady, and I recently started this channel and I do videos about anything really, sort of lifestyle topics, views, opinions, and I'm going to include issues around popular opinions and taking it from the legal perspective. So far, if you check the history of the videos I've uploaded, most recently they've been from Italy, because that's where I am at the moment. I'm working from Italy. I bought an apartment here. And so the videos have been about my experience here, tips, you know, from my own perspective so far. Today, I wanted to talk about reasons why I think everybody, obviously every adult who has the resources available to them, obviously, because at the bare minimum you need a phone, a smartphone at the very least. And you need access to the internet. So, assuming you have those resources, reasons why I think everybody in that position should start a YouTube channel, really. And I want to first sort of take this from the non-professional, non-business perspective, because I think there's already a lot out there on why, from a business point of view, it makes sense to have a YouTube channel. But looking at this, I really didn't start this channel really from a sort of business perspective. For those of you who have come across, who have watched other videos, I'm actually a lawyer. That's my main job, and I love what I do. I love being a lawyer, and so that's really what I do. And I'm sort of not trying to become a YouTuber to effectively give up my lawyering job. No, that's not what I want to do. If in the course of recording videos it draws new clients to me, then that's great, you know, and at some point, hopefully, perhaps through lives, if I get at least 50 subscribers, please, I'll be able to do some advice surgeries for people, free of charge, of course, you know. So so going back to reasons why, and I think there are at least 3 non-professional business reasons why everybody who has access to the internet and has a smartphone at the very minimum should start their own YouTube channel. So the first one I would say is that it's a release. You know, you can record videos from your smartphone as a narrative journal, literally as a narrative journal, just to sort of speak out how you're feeling issues that are affecting you, your family, experiences that you're going through, whether it's from a personal, you know, a personal experience, or something could be happening in the world, you know, in the news that's affecting you, or in your local community, and you may want to express yourself, you know, and a good way to do that is actually to voice how you're feeling and what's affecting you. And you could do that on a daily or weekly basis, or a monthly basis even, you know, depending on what you're, you know, what suits you effectively. And then you can go back, you know, in the future, you can actually go back and you can listen to how you were feeling, issues that were affecting you at that particular time. So, and it's a very powerful tool for sort of getting to know yourself effectively, you know, analysing yourself, self-analysis, or even a form of therapy. So that's the first reason why I think everybody should do that. And at first, you don't actually need to post publicly, you know, because YouTube gives you options. You can post and keep them private, which is what, you know, you may well want to do. because it may be that the only person you want to go back over your narrative journal, put it that way, is yourself. Okay, or you can share your journal with friends or family. You know, it might be that a difficult subject, something that's affecting a family member that you want them to be aware of, that you don't feel you could talk to them directly, and therefore you can, you know, send them a link to your video on YouTube, as a way of letting them know how you feel. Okay, so narrative journaling, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm sure there's another word for this, but I don't know what it is at the moment. But basically, I'm calling it a narrative journal. Use YouTube as a narrative journal. Okay, a visual, obviously, because it's not just narrative, but you can actually see yourself. So it's not just about recording, you know, on a handset or something like that. You know, you can actually see yourself and upload it to YouTube, and then you can delete it from your handset, so you're not using up your memory. Okay, and the reason I say YouTube is because obviously you could do similar things with Instagram and other platforms, but actually YouTube allows you to sort of literally upload, you know, very long videos, you know, unlike Facebook or Instagram, for example, on just a purely personal basis, without having to sort of adapt your social media to a professional account and so forth. Okay, so that's the first reason. Now the second reason I wrote down is that it builds confidence. So for example, you know, as you're doing your journaling and you're watching yourself, you will build confidence. You will build confidence in speaking out, oral speech. You know, I'm a barrister. That's, as you know, I mentioned I'm a lawyer. I'm actually a barrister in the UK. So it's very important for barristers in the UK who do court work. We're specialists. Essentially, we're trained to be specialists in court advocacy. And it's very important for a barrister to have a good awareness of how they look when they are actually delivering submissions, you know, in a court where there are people all around you talking to a judge, and there could be people, members of the public, or certainly your client's going to be there, right? So it's very similar. I mean, in most jobs now, you need confidence. You need to be able to communicate, you need to be able to articulate yourself, and you need to be aware of your the expressions that you actually use when you are communicating with people. So if you have a journal, a narrative journal, video journal, then you can again use that opportunity to build confidence, to sort of like improve on your own journaling, so to speak, you know, how you actually narrate, how you look, present yourself. So building confidence, I think that's happened to me from a personal perspective. I have been through a rather rough time over the last few years, and that's one of the reasons why I decided I'm going to finally just put stuff on YouTube. It's a sort of hobby in a way, I suppose, because I needed another outlet apart from my work. My children are grown. I went through a very difficult divorce that I'm really still recovering from, plus a difficult illness as well. And I just wanted to do something different with my life, you know, and I found that even in the short space of time that I started videoing and actually making them public, I feel, you know, I feel like, yeah, you can do this, you know. I feel like my confidence and, you know, loving myself, loving how I look more, you know, loving how I mean, I love myself. We all think we love ourselves, but do we? I mean, we've all got sort of issues about ourselves that we probably feel we could improve, or we look at other people and think, oh, maybe they look better than us, whatever the case may be. But actually, I think building confidence in how you look on camera is very, very important for people. You know, it's a reflection of who you are. And yeah, you learn to love yourself just by looking at yourself, literally. right? So I think that's another personal benefit of having a YouTube channel, okay? And the third reason, from a non-professional perspective, why I think it's everybody should have a YouTube channel, as I say, history, family history, personal history. For those who have children or are going to have children, especially from ethnic minority, well, especially from, I would say, from the Caribbean community, okay, where we have historically not really been represented, our history, you know, other than from sort of documentaries, which are especially Black British Caribbean people, okay, there's very little really about our history, individual families recorded, you know. So contributing to YouTube about your day-to-day life or your week-to-week life, it's history for your future generations to look back and know who you were. It effectively makes you immortal, you know. It's legacy, literally legacy, that we're talking about, you know. Your YouTube channel could become your personal legacy that lives on for as long as YouTube is there. And I mean, I can't see YouTube going anywhere. And you might eventually, if you have enough videos, you could decide that you've got such a library about your history, your personal history, covering all sorts of things about yourself, from, you know, talking about your past, your own ancestry, your lifestyle, things you like, vlogging places you go, vlogging the food you eat, vlogging the places you've lived, talking about your favorite color, you know, talking about things you don't like. All this is history, personal history that your grandchildren or your great-great-grandchildren will know about you, because we didn't have that. I mean, we're living in exceptional times in terms of technology, you know. And I mean, I didn't even know my grandparents on my Caribbean side. I knew my grandmother on my maternal side, which is my mother is the white side of my family, my father is the black side of my family. And my father had me very late in life, and his parents died when he was very young in any event. So yeah, and I would have loved it if I had been able to see pictures or video footage of them, you know, when I was growing up, or even now, you know. So yeah, so history, very important. Even if only for that reason. And as I said, you can keep all this stuff private, you know. It doesn't need to be made public, you know. And I was going to say that when you have enough videos, when you have enough, you know, narrative videos, if you wanted to be absolutely sure in the future that they would always be there, then you could upload them, have a website, literally have a website about yourself, you know, and you upload all your videos there, keep your whole history there about you. Everybody's unique, you know, there's no one else like you. Even if you're a twin, there's going to be a slight difference in your DNA, a very slight one, you know. So yeah, so those are some of the reasons that I think everybody who has access to the resources, and I'm aware that not everybody would have access to the resources, but certainly if you've come across this video, you have access to the resources to be able to start your YouTube channel. And you literally don't need anything but your smartphone, okay, and access to the internet, and obviously to download the software that you'd need. All right, you don't need a lot of I mean, if you're not doing this professionally, okay, you don't need a lot of the fancy equipment that professional YouTubers who rely on a lot of the atmospheric context to sort of like as part of their YouTube channel, you know. If your channel is going to be purely about you and your lifestyle, you just need basics. You just need to be yourself. You need to be authentic, all right? Just be yourself with the resources you have available to you. So try it. You've got nothing to lose. Put everything on private, but give it a go. And then when you've got maybe 10 or more videos, watch them over. Put them in order of how they flow. And if you want to put them public, put them public. You've got nothing to lose, you know. And you could be literally building legacy, okay? So I hope you found these non-professional business reasons why I think everybody who has access to resources should start a YouTube channel. I hope you found it helpful, useful, and encouraging. And if you did, please give a like. If you don't like this video, even thumbs it down. All right? Watch some of my other videos and shorts and give me some support. And subscribe. If I get 50, as I say, 50 subscribers, then I can do some lives, start doing some lives, and I can offer legal surgery, so to speak. You know, you can come with some of your legal queries around family issues, you know, immigration issues, UK legal related issues. I can even research some of the issues from other jurisdictions as well and analyse it in a UK perspective, how it would affect you as a United Kingdom person, or vice versa. If you're not from the United Kingdom, you're from someone else, but your issue is United Kingdom related, then I can analyse as much as I can, obviously, you know, I can analyse your situation and give you some feedback on it. Okay, free of charge, of course. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and I wish you a blessed day.